Fala, seus putos! Bem-vindo ao meu canal. Hoje eu vou estar mostrando para vocês a grande final da ECS. Infelizmente não deu para nossa querida MIBR, erramos muito, mas jogamos de frente com a melhor equipe do mundo, então tá valendo, é nóis e fique com os melhores momentos.
Side instead, they've got the boost for Stewie, and he's boxed down to Grande, but can't get the shot block. Instead, Device follows it. So the response is swift. Now, really doesn't amount to anything in terms of holding off the bomb plant. That said, bomb needs to get inside of the site. Hasn't done so yet, and Tarek, down, does have a chance to try and push further through. He's got a teammate. I think
Inferno specialist here. He's going to have to go above and beyond for his teammates. But like I said, that position in library, he doesn't have time to check every single corner here, Matt. That's going to be the round. And Tarek might be better off just saving the diffuse, getting flashbangs here. Might be able to silhouette a kill, but not quite. There it is, Astralis.
Round 4 previously. Still need a better way to say that, but the point is by getting this bomb plant down, that's going to ensure they still have a perfect buy in the next round despite losing this, and despite the investment early on. Glaive holding, good find on Stewie. We may not have to worry about the bomb plant, we might have to worry about the entire round. Now Dupree, only with 9 HP, is going to get caught. That Molotov was a little late, they were too close, they were able to swing, peek together. Glaive almost gets them both, but Fallen trades it back. And it did start. One will do exactly that. Nade goes, flash as well. No smoke as of yet, they want to put it late. And he's still blind, still in the open. Device absolutely destroys Stewie on entry. And Fallen was nearly caught off as well. He's fortunate to get away from this, and I think getaway is the key word.
Yeah, that's it, that one kill, and that's a very methodical process from Astralis. You can definitely justify going for a bit of a hunt here, doesn't necessarily want that weapon in the next round, as Tarek will find him. Like I said, not a huge deal, definitely affects the money.
This portion of the map, so playing aggressive as a result. Nice shot from Fallen, great timing. Glaive tried to step out and got absolutely obliterated by it. They're going to boost him back up as well. And Fallen, still one of the only, that Molotov nearly causing problems as they fail to get up there 3 times now. Fallen does in the end, 3rd time's a charm. Device goes down. He's one of the only oppers that still likes to play that position, CT side.
He loves it. I really enjoy watching him towards B, and he ain't done just yet. He still hunting big kills. The pretty fire through the smoke.
Palace in the meantime. Fur just destroyed, but just was able to swing in from library, and they weren't quite aware of that angle yet because they didn't think they were that far. As Cold only gets 1 second later, he might have had both on a lineup, but Magist gets the trade immediately. 6 seconds, they're on the plant, not the defuse. That comes after potentially in a 2-on-2 retake. Fallen and Stewie. Now the defuse needs to be quick because they don't have a kit to speed it up when it actually does get into duration, and just finding one already. I don't think the second was spotted. Fallen still looking toward the pit. He's not going to have much to work with.
He has no kit here, and the AWP. He might be able to get 1 kill here, but surely he'll be traded out. Oh, he sees ahead of Mages. That's a kill. He could go for the quick scope here! My God, Fallen's done it! He pulls it off, he finds the kid, the defuse. That's definitely happening.
Magisk was there and lined it up. He could have walled that. He was only on about 5 HP, but he still hits that shot. And brilliant prediction to find Dupree in the corner as well. Look at that.
Oh, there it is. Bad Fallen at the bottom as well.
This isn't common. Not going to go for it. First thinking about it, but he's got to be careful with that rifle. Orange is 2 already taken up by Glaive. And around the corner he goes. They both burn? Yeah. That actually was the nade came in afterwards and did the damage. The final tick from fire kills them both, and that allows the site and the plant. No heroics from Fallen this time. 2 M4s carried over. UMP. So they will distribute the wealth. Fallen's going to be the one to have the SMG. They're probably hoping that he can build back up some cash to get an AW upgraded from M4s. Fur's not going to be able to get one. He's locked inside of Ruins.
Well, every second he waits behind his sandbags is going to guarantee the bomb, but he's got the kill on Device here. He's going to go for the knife as well. I think he probably should, considering their money situation. Oh, he lets his teammate die, unfortunately, for it. We do get the knife, the crowd pleaser. They might be able to go for this. Oh, his teammate's at T-steps, to be fair, so he won't save the AK, but he gets the knife, cost him his teammate, but still, they're going to have 2 rifles. That's what they started this round with, so it's actually better because they get AKs, right?
Exactly. Now, up the coffins, watch for Fallen, flashing him in, trying to get the shot out. Smoke's still down. There'll be one in his face now, but he stays forward. That smoke's a little bit deep. I think Stewie had an angle. Magisk still finds the shot in return. Fallen, he's got to swing this perfectly. Baits out some shots, tries to get a pre-fire from Zipix, does. That gives him away the location, and now he's got Magisk as well. Brilliance from Fallen to figure out exactly where they were. Bomb still gets planted, but it's Dupree that has to go against 4. And he's already looking behind him to at least secure his position, so he has any chance at it. But they've cleared the site in the meantime. They know he's there. They've got him on an off angle, meaning they can hold this defuse, and he only gets 1. Fallen fittingly finds his 5th. And
they can hold him to the utility. Right at the end there, you can see the smoke deployed. Astralis have to go through one by one, and they're not even challenging together. There's making sure one Pigs takes the aggro away for the other. Stewie flashing him on Fallen goes to the pick, and you can see the clock just runs close range weaponry, and it will be Fallen take that device. I think through the smoke, but blinking and missing. Dupree on the other side of the map, looking for the second. Cold Zera hits the shot, and there's Yorp looking towards the apartments now.
He's well aware of the fact that there's a second player inside the apartment, so he changes his angle accordingly with that smoke. He's also aware that Zipic smoked strictly to get inside of the pit. Look at Cold dance as he goes back through a triple, gets spotted in the end by Glaive. Nearly a chance to get all of them to shut them down with a 4 kill, but Glaive now made Demoto. Knows Tarek's in there, but dinked up in return.
Barely.
6 damage from that dinks. Astonishing. Smokes himself off. One is approaching quad, but he knows that's his invitation to try and get a bomb down. They are going to approach. Can't even find the shot towards Stewie. Good play from MIBR. Early is Tarek. Position to support all of it, stays below, shoots straight up but can't find the angle. Cold's missed as well. This gives the AK a chance. Zipix finds one device, overwhelms Fur, and now they flood onto the site. Exactly what they needed to do. Perfect, it's gonna have to be, no, it's too late. Oh, that might be, it might be, but not with the AK in position. Time is gone. It was about a tick too late, and 7-7 MIBR.
Usual, they seem to be aware though. Fur rotating in with the decoy in hand. Here comes the Molotovs. The execution is looking pretty decent so far as they boost players up. Fallen out of position. How has he hit that? Blind as well. As he fades away, he shuts the round down. It's going to be one frag in return from Zipex here, but surely they're not going to get away with this one. It would take something absolutely disastrous to happen at this point. The bomb is going to be planted in Dupree. Oh, what? Through the smoke, finds another. All of a sudden, it's a 2-on-2, and they've got a real chance here.
7 HP, Dupree hits that shot, bomb planted. Cold's got to get back in, that's giving them everything they need. No kits for Cold or Tarek to work with. Fallen may have had one down inside of the site. It may just be around the corner where in which Sipix is playing from, but Dupree, AWP with that low H. Health won't matter, he can pick it all. He finds Cold as well. That's pretty smart because he can hold that weapon, he can hold the angle.
And one AK-47, this man considered the secondary open now of Astralis. Oh my goodness, absolutely rails Stewie through the smoke, then hits every single shot. Looking better and better with this weapon every time I see him pick it up. And we'll get into the second half as Astralis.
Him in mind. Zipix holding, waiting for the push through, finds one. Second one toward Library. It's going to be Magisk with the crossfire, and they each find a kill plus another 2 for Zipix as he turns around, somehow staying alive. Smartly turned away to make the hitbox a little bit smaller on his head, and then absolutely was ready to fight as soon as the reload was done. Stewie's left in a 1-on-4. No chance for them, as Astralis is going to take a 9-7 lead, plus the pistol. Both pistols now going their way. Stewie will do what he can. Further damage. There's 3 that are extremely low, 36. You may be able to isolate this to Ruins, has device. Bomb still down towards CT. You can see Zipix immediately running back. Hang on, we got to hold on to that.
This is a massive risk, but oh my goodness, I thought he had another one. For that underpass position, but Stewie, very efficient. He's going to get the kill here, no problem. He's going to take Zipex down. Can they get the response, though? They certainly can. Great teamwork, good flashbang. You see that incendiary following up as well as locking Stewie in position.
That's all for sale, though. Back over toward pit. Oh, Magisk flashed off. He's got another down, but Molotov's going to force him out. They've got the angle. He's got the AUG. He's got a kill. Fur gets one back, and Device's smoke. This should give them the bomb plant at the very least.
Now.
Flash goes over. Fur's not caught by that. Dupree, though, does get the first. He's not in a position where the bomb is planted for him, but he is in a position to capitalize on 2. They're on the defuse. Device is so low on HP, but he's going to hold the angle, and you're right. Fur just couldn't step wide enough to ever see that defuse for Glaive. He could have held that all day, whether site. So they still have 3 on A, and the low HP actually gives that position, gives the advantage still to Astralis. Great shot from Device up close, nearly found a second, but Cold. He manages to hold his composure. He's got 2. Glaive on the Vespa gets high, tries to work over the smoke. That gives him the angle on Cold. Fallen, look how clever he's being. Oh my. Standing in the smoke, is he? Yeah, I think he's lagged out. I think this is actually, oh, he's not. Okay, he is being clever. He was sitting there forever, and he wants to sneak back in. They had no idea he was there, but Glaive somehow spots him as he'd already checked the pit. If that worked, that would have been genius. I even relying on the aggro from your teammates, and they're taking their time getting there. Just to the front of Library now. He'll pop to find Cold. Still spraying through, hoping that he can get a few wall shots onto the weekend. Fur jumping up, Device can't get the aim. Tarek holds it off. That's very well done from MIBR. Nearly had a chance to line them up, gets one. Glaive still found one as well through the smoke. That's bomb, and Stewie's low. He didn't spray in to find him that time. If he had, it might have been the round in itself. Instead, Stewie sees the tracers and punishes him for it. It's a 3-on-3. They've got a lot of work to do, and Device has found a Fallen just holding the angle with patience. Didn't buy the bite on the shoulder bait, so now it's going to be just swinging back in. Bomb. I think The AWP is, I was going to say, bomb 2 for gone. The AWP is all they want, but Fallen well aware that that M4 hit the deck, and he's able to close it out. Magisk holding. As the fans say, there's 10 seconds, and Dupree's got the crossfire set. Stewie finds one, Magisk on the other. That should be around in itself, but Fallen does at least get one back for redemption. I thought maybe he'd get the bomb, but it was on 4 seconds when he hit the kill, so no chance. If Dupree pushes, Fallen has that all day long, and Stewie's going to follow it up. The double up might just work. Second, and now Device goes back out trying to make amends with the fact he's lost 2 teammates, but it's only a tag. And they would not have expected him to leave the site. He's such a good anchor player. It's not often you see him drifting in the waters. As Cold finds Magisk, it does still big problems worse though. 4, Astralis, Xyp9x continues to be aggressive on this. They now know he's left B. They'll take damage. They've got a second one. They'll extinguish, but it gives him time to get to Ruin. Look at the HP. Oh, he's done a second Xyp9x. How does he steal back the round? Brilliant as he finds 4. All of them being proactive, all of them with utility. And now Cold with 48 has to get the bomb down before Device arrives. And Device, UMP, 48 HP is doable. The Cold is so accurate. A second the bomb's planted.
Ice cold, absolutely, my God. And this is the last chance for Astralis to close it out in regulation. It's not looking good, and again, aggressive, of course. They're going to lose a player here. Surely, Xyp9x taking down. One more bullet there would have dropped him. He's at 28 HP. Smokes and presumably flashbangs coming in next. It's Device for the season. Oh my God! It's the pistol, and Mages helped him out. They might have done it. 3 kills at the start. It's a 4-on-2. Mages surely goes down here, but he's holding so strong. That is absolutely epic. They close out the map 16-14 with nothing but pistols and shotguns.
Okay, so that is the truth. They're all on the site. It's confusing at times. Make that 2 now because Cold's already gone. Dupree's got the shot on the Glock. Xyp9x, he's gotten Tarek. Great entrance so far. Device was still waiting out toward long and had enough bullets left over to take down Fur when he emerged. He was already tagged up. Good retake potential from Stewie to find one, but couldn't follow it onto Dupree. Dupree's only on 16. If they find him, if he doesn't even get a kill in this position, thankfully he does, it could be easy to overwhelm and keep Xyp9x away from the defuse. It still might be. 10 seconds, Cold taps. Xyp9x tagged, and down he goes. I'm still not sure they've got it. They might just barely.
Yeah, I think they're fine. Gilbert Tarek's in a great spot here, but he commits to the spray. What's he up to? He actually gets bailed out by Cold Zero. That looked disastrous. Tarek will be dropped in the end. What are you?
Shot flash goes back in that direction, though. Stewie's got the advantage. Down goes the obvious spots another, but great angle from Glaive. Just enough from the front of Bathrooms to disallow Stewie from finding exactly that, the 2K. As Cold has a bit of a gap to work with, but needs to be aware of the fact that Xyp9x is also in behind. He seemingly is because he's doubled it up to find Dupree as well. And Glaive, despite that he's on low HP, in fact, 1 can't catch him out. If he had, it would be a 1-on-1 post plant. At least he's got information for 1 position. Tries to spam for Fallen and just barely gets away without counters. Bullets heading in his direction. He's got to be so perfect. That one's not hard. Cold can play for information on it. Fallen has to be able to hit the shot. He's gone to the same side. He's actually crossed over, and he had to repeat that instantly because once the shoulder showed, Glaive had the advantage.
In the open will fall right back to the site. He's not going to have the choice at this point. Glaive will take him down. Fur has been so good so far. Jumps up on the bomb site. He's got a couple of kills in front of him. He doesn't find either. Doesn't do any damage. And it will be 1 player now. Surely Cold Zera.
No reason not to go for this. Smoke on the bomb already, but they've got to clear out the front of the bathrooms. They'll put a deep smoke to cover the doorway, forces them to one side, which means Stewie can cover off and knows that they're going to be in that position, but he goes down immediately. Watch for the Device, they're on it.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, Tarek's on it, he's spinning. Oh! Talk about a hero play. In circles he goes, and it's MIBR with the round. A 1-on-3 defuse, and Tarek's a hero for the hometown, if you want to call it that. He's certainly from America. 7-3.
9 in the bathrooms.
Great play, Magisk, though, holding out and wrapping in, knowing exactly where they were going to be burrowed. Far too close for comfort on the AWP, but look at Cold going back in through the smoke, drops the bomb. He'll put the bomb down instead. Incendiary's a little late. That'll force him to the right side. Stewie knows that, finds the gap. Tons of damage done, 11 left. As Magisk gets away on long. Forget hunting at this point. Can't afford to let it go down to just Device in the AWP.
And this is so sick from Magisk as well, because now Stewie saw him run towards long, but he's not going to stay there. He's actually running all the way around to the bathroom, so Stewie has to be aware of his position. You see him watching it like a hawk. There's no one there. That pretty much makes it impossible, but he has got that smoke again. We know that's been problematic. He'll drop it first and still looking towards long. That's why it's such a godlike play, but now he can still win this full defuse, surely. Not going for it?
I would have thought he did. He's got the kit. He could have been on that. He's still got a little bit of time, though. No, he doesn't. He's got to get away. He could have held that. Device was still on the AWP at the time. You're right, that angle's a gamble to spray into that.
Down.
The only thing Fallen has to worry about, and he has to transition to the truck, is long, because they don't have any eyes on it. And that means wrapping around right now. Magisk should be in perfect position. He's occupied. Couldn't get the shot out toward the bathrooms. He now knows there's one more toward the truck. Has Fallen spotted. He needs to plant, or defend the planter, and he does a brilliant job of doing so, but Stewie's already on the case. Good trade from Glaive. 8-7 for Astralis as he slides out and gets an immediate kill on Stewie.
Goodness, he's to be very careful. Like Cold Zero coming up short.
Play from Dupree at least to open it, but now Xyp9x has to be dead perfect in positioning. How about accuracy? Gets fur at least. I call him the robot for a reason as he goes to try and find another. Oh, Glaive got that one. It was still almost there for Xyp9x. That one certainly is as he finds Cold. How good is he at holding off the mound? To be aware of the positioning of the sound cues and certainly of Cold giving an angle because all he had to do was hold that to make sure Cold couldn't push through. Wow. Now he gets positioned to find bank stairs and the AK certainly will suffice. No mistake about that as it's going to go 9-9. Device just wants the M4.
Be very valuable kit. Hold on to him.
Play from Tarek instantly making contact. Getting in dry with the AK, and he'll hold up to see what the response is. Response from him is to just shut them all down, looking for his fourth. Glaive does get the better of him. That's an AK inside of the site, but Fallen knows that it's over to the right of him. Topography says otherwise as they walk into the A site. That's going to be wide open. More so, Glaive pushes out and loses the AK. It's 11-9.
11-9, and Astralis with quite significant investment there. That headshot's not going to do too much, and then Cold Zero will surely trade out the kill.
He's already played there multiple times, and that's the right time to be. Stewie hit it, but perfect timing on Dupree, and the flash to take out Tarek. Device now has to go alone, get aggressive, and he's caught out by Stewie. Somehow shot his shoulder, but Glaive's there. Not for long. Fur finds him retreating back over the truck. It could be map point for MIBR, because they're already on the plant. 2-on-2.
Oh,
Magisk,
the Flames!
He's missed it! The Flames have fallen. Stewie was late. He couldn't get the shot back in time, and he'll go down after the round. It's Astralis with 11. Astralis, I think, even has to call the save at this point in time, because you're not going to have anything to play against them on 15. At that point, you're playing for overtime with very, very little to work with. If Magisk can find one immediately, which he will, they might go for it, but Cold's already countered that by having one on Glaive and Stewie. He follows it. It's all to Xyp9x. 1-on-3. Low HP. Give this man a chance. He's very, very good in these situations as he already finds Cold, but Tarek on the op gets the map point for MIBR. Bag, so he's got a long period to go. They don't check for Dupree. He sees two. Dink on the first, goes back. He knows he's on the damage. He's gotten the bomb down temporarily. Can't quite get ready for the third peak, though, as Cold knows what he has to do. Takes matters into his own hands. It's a scout and an AK. I said Glaive had to go the long way. He has. He's gotten behind them. That AK on the flank could be everything. Bombs planted safely to the truck, so there's no guarantee that they have to go back out toward the bathrooms. And Cold knows the situation and is staring in that direction. His elbow shows, but it's not enough to put him down. Device with a scout and a pistol. Goes out, finds Fallen, saves him. He's got it back. We've got more.
Oh my God, how does he do it every single time? Device
has an angle toward that. But Magisk behind barrels, he's got one, he's got a swing because Xyp9x now in the open. They didn't swing back to it, they couldn't get far enough. Magisk shuts them down. Overtime looks very likely. This went from a massive lead to a huge comeback. Device confirms it 15-15. Still looking for someone to shoot. Goes wide and realizes so too they managed to recover the position. Couldn't quite catch out Fur, but he gives Dupree all the information that he needs. And you're right, bomb is down. 26 seconds. Stewie, though, he can still get toward this, and they've got the advantage back. 2 quick kills for Stu. He now has support from Cold, and he and Xyp9x are both arguably on point and on similar terms with that. He'll go. He'll start it off, bypassing the truck as well. And Cold's backside shows. It's a good thing for Stewie to still be there because he's done that. They'll try and bait him further. He goes tight rather than wide. Glaive still comes out with 8 seconds. You're right, Stewie. If he wanted to, he could have kept going around it, but he gets babysat and Astralis get their 17th. He needs to be able to pull any bit of aggro his direction, so Cold, he may even swing in this position. We talk about sitting here and going for one and done. Fallen's actually gotten Glaive. Cold can be a little more comfortable now. He's got the ball in front. That's 1 for 1. It's Fallen still, though, limited. He can't go past the Flames. He nearly gets Dupree. It's still alive. It's still in at 5 seconds. Xyp9x has to get on this. If he shuts down now, the round's over. It's not done. MIBR is going to force out yet another overtime. 18-18.
Have you ever seen anything like it?
Back close flash, yeah, he knows first here. He tries to go for it. Fallen gets the shot instead, but now he has to turn around. Magisk took that time, took that invitation to wrap in behind them first. Still alive, however. Takes down Magisk. Now they've got a problem. They either have to go back through bathroom connector or deal with Fur directly. And he's got the op and retreating off with 15 HP at this point in time. But he's not really in the picture for the round because he has to wait for his teammates to pull them back forward. The Molotov is perfect because it pulls him out of bank. Xyp9x in the corner, though, couldn't hit it. Cold checks that on the way out. And Dupree just keeping his head down, trying to buy time.
They've got no smoke for the defuse this time. They're going to have to try and find Dupree. Device needs to back him up right now, protect him. He's doing a great job in that respect. They need to get in this defuse now. They know it's Device with the AWP. He hits yet another shot. The defuse coming in. It looks like he's done enough there. They're hoping they can take him down, but Device just too strong. 3 kills to his name. It's the first round of double overtime going in favor of Astralis.
2-1 in that direction. Take it back. I see 2 now on the radar. There's both there. Oh, what a shot. Device so quick. Knows there's going to be another. Stewie's got it back, but that's information for them. MIBR has the same angle as he walks up the stairs. Easy on the AK Fur. They knew he was coming from there all along.
That's so sick. Very quickly as a flashbang comes through towards long. Fur has looked so accurate with the AK-47. We'll see if he can find the opening frag. It's Device baiting in Dupree.
He's finally changed it as well. He's played that front position so often that it's been a problem. Dupree gets baited in by their own Molotov, not his teammate, and Device still finds an angle onto Stewie. Timing is everything. Dupree absolutely nails it.
He absolutely does. 30 seconds remaining, still possible though. Players like Fur can shut these situations down very quickly, but Mages should confirm the round at this point. It's Tarek. Oh my goodness, finding all the headshots. Surely he doesn't have a chance here. He'll go for the plant. It's actually looking possible. He'll get it down here. It's up to Device to try and deny everything. Tarek could win the 1 versus 4. He has a Molotov available to him. Device is low and he has to wait for his teammate.
He's got to start moving though because he doesn't have information behind him. He's expecting it to be from the stairs, but now that flash comes out. Device trying to work back in is giving away the fact that Xyp9x is coming from the front. And Tarek! A 1 versus 4! In double overtime, it's 2020!
I would be one of the best rounds played so far. Unbelievable. Given the context of the situation, avoiding championship point, a 1 versus 4 that looked impossible. He somehow plays it perfectly, the bomb planted, and they give the round up. Not in a dumb position, and that low HP might be a factor now. Oh my god, it's going to be Dupree looking for 2. Can't do it. Fallen hits the shot, 4 on 4.
Great reactions. AWP pays off. Never a bullet landed from Dupree. And Device, with the smoke to his right, needs to be well aware of the fact that Fallen is there, but also keep his eyes firmly fixed on the bathrooms, as well as the flashes coming out. He makes contact. Tarek tagged to 19. A little bit different for him as he's on the AK. Not only that, MIBR is going to be behind him. Or is he? Because Tarek's already on the stairs. They're going for the bomb plant. Another tag! 3 tags! And it's cold to take down MIBR. Those tags would have been massive for the flank, but it still might be Astralis because they've got the advantage. Bombs planted. It's all on cold. He's dropped by Glaive. Fallen. I take it back. Never got the bomb. Device has him instead. Astralis are your ECS Season 6 champions. 22-20 on Overpass. In prize money and another championship in 2018. Astralis ECS Season 6 champions.